Greetings,
travelers,
and welcome back to another game here of Hearthstone action. We now have the second stage in this losers bracket here. We're going to be covering Xinhuan again. We saw his very aggressive Warlock play, and it was very, very good. I have to say, I mean, like, he played so YOLO, but it seemed like it was very effective.
Yep.
I mean, on the outside, people were thinking, oh no, he's not trading for minions, he's just going for face. Wouldn't he actually just end up losing a lot of minions to board control and all that kind of such, and all that kind of jazz? Unfortunately, it didn't happen. He put the the enemy into a range where he just couldn't come back into the game, because if he were to kill a card, he would die. If he were to try to do a spell, he would still die because the minions would still survive. He put his minions out of that board clear range, and that would just ultimately won him the game. So he's going to be going up against Unistar here in this game. We hope to see a very, very good one. Unistar, let's talk a little bit about stats. Can you give us a little bit stats of Unistar over here? If I'm not mistaken, he's actually gone 7 wins, 5 losses so far. So he's at a 58% win rate, isn't that?
Yep.
And can you tell me a little bit about the stats of Xinhuan right after the match? I think he's doing pretty good himself.
Xinhuan is at a 50% win rate, 7 loss, 7 won,
yeah,
a total of 14 matches.
Exactly. So in this kind of regard, you'd say that Unistar has a better win rate percentage, but I'm guessing that sorry, not Xinhuan. Unistar has a better win rate, but of course Xinhuan with that Warlock deck, man, it's kind of scary, especially with the top deck that he's having, man. Like, top decking seems to be his game right here.
Yep.
So anyways,
Hearthstone.
yeah, exactly. Anyways, let's jump just right into this game. Actually, Xinhuan gonna go with his mage again as his first, and you have Unistar gonna go with his druid again. If I'm not mistaken, he went druid the last time the last time we casted him as his first deck, if I'm not mistaken. So let's take a quick look at Xinhuan's hand. He has a Fireball, a Frostbolt, a Mana Worm, and a Shattered Sun. So I guess you could say this is a pretty good curve already.
Yes, it would be one of the best curve. He is thinking of mulliganing going to mulligan that Fireball into something more.
A what?
Mulliganing, he's going to mulligan his Fireball, I guess?
I guess you could, but I mean, wouldn't you think the curve is really nice, because the Mana Worm gets buffed up from the Frostbolt, the Shattered Sun, and the Fireball?
Well, this is one of the, I would say one of the best hand that Mage could ask for. Well, keeping the Fireball at turn 4 wouldn't be such a bad choice.
Yeah, I mean, because he has a coin, so he can ultimately play a lot. Like, he can Mana Worm, but unfortunately he can't really coin, but he can Mana Worm, coin, Shattered Sun, Cleric.
He can Mana Worm, coin, next turn Shattered Sun, coin, Shattered Sun, Cleric,
yeah, exactly.
or a Frostbolt.
Exactly, so there's a lot of things he can do here. So let's take a look at Unistar's hand, of course. He has the Novice Engineer, the Harvest Golem. He has an Innervate as well, so he can actually play his Harvest Golem on turn 1, which actually will be very, very devastating to.
And that's what he's going to do here.
There we go. Out comes the Harvest Golem. That's a turn 1, 2-3 mob that has a Death Rattle that gives him a 2-1. Now, I'm guessing Xinhuan is probably like, what the hell just happened right there?
Yep. That's effectively a 4-4 in stats.
Exactly. So now here's the question though: does he coin into something like a Frostball and then get the 2-1 to eventually kill it in the next turn?
Well, definitely not playing the Mana Worm, but he could. I don't think coining here would be the best play. He could save the coin and just take 2 damage, Frostball the next turn, then Fireball it down the turn following that. But ultimately, he would be losing a lot in board control. So,
just ending the turn would be the better play, I guess. He's thinking about coining into a Fairy Dragon here, which actually is not. I don't really agree with it in a sense, because he's still gonna lose it.
It dies for free.
He still gets a 2-1. He's gonna waste his turn 2 because he has to ping that off.
Well, at this point, right, he needs some sort of board presence, and he's valuing the Shattered Sun more than the Fairy Dragon, I guess.
Yeah, but look at this, man. Unistar's hand is looking very good in the late game. He has both his 5 mana drops there, the Druid of the Claws as well as the Ragnaros. And
unfortunately, he's not going to be able to play either of those cards right now.
Yeah, exactly, which is kind of sad to see. So it's kind of dead cards for the time being. He's going to go ahead and Fireball the 2-1 over there. Ancient of War actually gets drawn there, so he's just going to Hero Power and Whack Face, I do believe. Looking at Xinhuan's hand, in this next turn, he could probably Mana Worm.
Yes, Mana Worm definitely is a good choice.
And then, yeah, Mana Worm
and
a Fairy Dragon, yeah. Or do you think you should just Mana Worm with Frostbolt the 1-2?
Frostbolt and 1-2 is not what you want for. It's not what you want to do with a Frostbolt. So going for 3-2 is the safest play here. I mean, even if he has hero power together with the 1-2, he's not going to kill off the worm.
Right. That's very, very true indeed. Now here's the thing. He still doesn't have enough mana to play anything, so he's in a tough spot. He has 2 armor right now. He's going to go for the Fairy Dragon and just trade for it. He's going to take 1 damage to the face, so not the biggest of a deal. But now that means that Xinhuan over here is going to Shattered Sun, probably his Mana Worm. He can leave. Oh, he can actually throw out the Water Elemental to make things even worse.
Yes, he could. Actually, dropping the Watermelon here, Water Elemental here is one of the best played Watermelon. I'm sorry, guys.
Watermelon,
I'm hungry. It's lunchtime. Anyway.
Exactly. The Starfall actually gets drawn here. He now has the ability to play a 4-6, which is actually very good for him. But the thing is, just having the ability with that Fireball and the Mana Worm is just going to mean that it's going to be useless. He's going to go for the charge instead, going to kill off the Mana Worm. He's a little bit afraid of that. I guess you could say it was the safest play. He still has, Xinhuan is still probably going to trade for the 4-3, which means that his minion will be left down to only 2 HP, and there's a lot of ways to deal with that. There is a Starfall in the hand, by the way. He's just going to go ahead and Frostball, which is the better play, of course. Going to go ahead, use the Shattered Sun, buff up the 4-7, the 3-6. It's now a 4-7. Freezing the Druid, can't use his hero power here.
Yep.
And now he's like between a rock and a hard place because Starfall is not going to kill any. I mean, it's going to kill the tree too, but do you want to waste it really?
Of course not. That's not ultimately what you want to do with the Starfall.
I guess his best play here would probably be the Druid of the Claw into a 4-6.
Yes, another Druid of the Claw would be one of the best play.
Yeah, but other than that, he gets a 4-6. He can't really do much.
He's hoping to at least kill off the Shattered Sun to reduce the board presence.
That is, of course, a viable option here. But another Mana Worm comes out. Now, the Fireball is going to go to face. That's a 2-3 Mana Worm, and it's going to still hit face for another 7 damage. Well played coming out. Look at the amount of damage there. That's insane. 70 damage to the face. And again, he can't use his hero power.
Yep.
Now, this Water Element is becoming as pesky as a freaking bug.
Well, he could use his hero power for the actual 1 damage reduction. But ultimately, that's not going to do much for him.
Exactly. He's got so much damage on this board right now. He doesn't even need to play another minute. Out comes a Dark Iron to work to make things worse. I mean, he can by all means, okay, here's the thing though. This is a 5-10. So, would he actually try to play the Dark Iron Dwarf and buff something up to go for that phase?
Definitely buff up the Shattered Sun and run the Water Elemental and Shattered Sun into it. Then killing off, yes.
I guess that is, of course, an option there. That is definitely going to be able to do a lot of work in this game. We're going to see, or maybe he's actually thinking of trying to Blizzard this and delay the turn to hopefully draw another card, maybe?
Well, giving the Druid time to breathe, right, is not what you want. Since right now it's going to the late game, he's just going to have more and more large creatures coming out.
Yeah, he's actually going to buff up the 6-7. Interesting here. Interesting choice because, I mean, he loses his tree too, and now his Water Elemental is in killable range.
Well, this is the thing. He can either buff up the Shattered Sun to be a 5-2, which dies, or he can buff up the Water Element to be a 6-7 that doesn't die.
I guess there is a point there. Yeah, point indeed. The 6-2 now, of course, on the board. There is that Starfall. He's going to be able to at least kill off the Water Elemental because he's getting really annoyed with the fact that he keeps freezing him on each turn.
Can he hero power or he can Wrath?
Yeah, he's going to
Wrath.
Oh.
Yeah, it's going to Wrath for the 4-2. Try to keep his HP up.
Right, he doesn't really care about the 2-1 right now because that's not the biggest of problems because you can have to cast spells for it to actually get better. And he gets an Archer Commander. I guess the better play here would probably be pinging an Acolyte to ping for more card draw or what? Or
yes,
do you think
he definitely needs more card draw right now.
So he's gonna ping. Yeah, he's gonna ping his Acolyte Pain. Let's see what card he gets. He gets a Defender of Argus. Unfortunately, not enough mana. He's gonna go ahead and use the 2-1 onto the face. Ends the turn. And right now, Unistar. He gets it. Oh, he gets a top Sunwalker. Now this is actually very scary for him because he can Sunwalker, kill off the Mana Worm with his hero power, and still be in a very, very good spot.
Oh, right now we're transitioning towards the late game, which is what benefits a Druid the most. You can see a lot of big minions are available for him. He even has 2 Angel of Law for 10 HP heal, together with Faceless Manipulator, a Ragnaros. So if you could play a Rag
and Faceless Manipulator Rag,
and Xinhuan doesn't run polymorphs, he's probably gonna face with 2 Rags.
Wow, now that's actually a pretty insane play. Okay, now here's the thing. There is a Flame Strike, there is a Blizzard. He can actually ping the shield off, and then Flame Strike and run his Acolyte of Pain into it to at least still get a card draw and destroy the minion. But after that, he still has no board control.
He's just gonna sacrifice it.
Okay, he gets a Sylvanas, so
he's thinking about it.
I mean, if he plays a Sylvanas here, it's also kind of good. He's actually just gonna go ahead and waste his own shield.
Well, if you play Sylvanas there, right, ultimately the hero is just gonna take 5 damage, and then Sylvanas wouldn't actually have full effect.
Right.
So it is one of the best choice you could make there. So opting to heal for 5 HP here, and then Wrath to kill it.
Yeah, he's gonna just kill it. He's not worried too much of card draw right now. Ragnaros is probably gonna come out after this turn though, because it really depends though on what Xinhuan's gonna play here. He has a Flame Strike, he has a Blizzard, he actually gets an RG Squire, so that's not gonna really help him a lot. He has the Sylvanas. I guess he could play the Sylvanas to steal a 5/5. But
he could actually Sylvanas,
and
RG Squire, and Defender Rajas.
Oh,
to buff out the Sylvanas.
Exactly, that's actually even a better play here. It really depends on what he's going to do here. He's taking a while to decide what he wants. Of course, he might even think of just Flame Striking and then using the hero power, but I don't think that's like the best play at all.
Yep.
You
sacrifice the board, you kill 1 creature, you don't have board presence.
You lose a lot of your board control.
Yep.
You lose a lot of mana crystals which can be used efficiently.
Oh,
so,
looking at how Unistar played this turn, right? He was good. It was trying to bait out a polymorph. Because of 5 health is quite hard to deal with.
Right.
And Fireball is extreme overkill. He's trying to make it safe for his Ragnaros to have a dominance board control.
Yeah, but he actually top decks a Healing Touch here, which means he can get himself even much more in the higher range, but I don't think he needs as much HP now. Oh, actually he does. He doesn't have a taunt here. He can actually Faceless Manipulator the Sylvanas if he wants. That would probably be a good play into a heal and a hero power of his own.
But if he kills the Sylvanas, right, Unistar is still going to be in a bad spot. So the best choice you could do here is sacrifice the Ancient of Law and play. Hero power, kill it, heal up, and then another Ancient of Law.
I guess that would be. Well, actually, he wouldn't have enough mana for that. I mean, he could Faceless Manipulator the 2/2, but I don't think he really needs to worry too much about like 5 damage on the board right now. So yeah, wow, okay, he's actually gonna go ahead and use Sylvanas here, and he's just gonna run a 5/5 into the 2/2 taunt and probably Healing Touch himself. Yeah, he's gonna restore 8 health to himself right there. He's gonna heal himself there. He's gonna be a back up to 24. But here's the thing: if Sylvanas dies, he's still gonna get a 5/3. This is kind of interesting. I want to see how the mechanics is gonna work.
Here's how it goes. If Xinhuan runs his Sylvanas into Unistar Sylvanas, Xinhuan Sylvanas Death Rider will trigger first. Both will die. Xinhuan Sylvanas triggers first. You will get the 5/3, but then Unistar Sylvanas will Death Rider will trigger, and he'll grab one of either the Argus or the 5/3 back.
I see. All right, so it's again going to come into the RNG favor here, but you look at Xinhuan's hand though. Blizzard, Flame Strike, Pyroblast. Okay, so he can actually delay the turn again, which is actually very good for him. Delay the turn, ping off the 5/3, and have the fact that he won't be able to really lose how much.
Well, looking at the opponent has the same Sylvanas here, I guess trading the Sylvanas won't be such a bad play.
Okay, so trading the Sylvanas here, and then keeping the 3/3, or he might, yeah, he's actually thinking of running a 3/3 in so that he can actually get the minion. Actually, this is the better play in fact, because he gets a 5/3 for free.
No, he doesn't get the 5/3.
Oh no, he's gonna get it back. So he's gonna steal it.
He's gonna steal it.
Corruption's gonna come in again. It's gonna steal back.
And it's gonna steal back.
Oh, that's kind of hilarious. He loses out there. He actually loses his own minion there. Now, the stakes come out. Mistakes were made indeed. Are we gonna see a Blizzard? I mean, he has direct damage spells now. There is still a lot of healing. He's gonna ping it actually and just end his turn, it seems. Or he might even think of going and Blizzarding, but I don't think he wants to waste that right now.
He could just Pyroblast the face.
I guess, yeah, because he wants to quickly get him down into that.
But he's gonna waste that turn.
questionable decisions again by Xinhuan there. You look at Unistar now though. He's in a good spot. He has Rack. He can actually play Rack now and not worry about it dying at all. I mean, there is a Pyroblast, but that means at least he forces out a Pyroblast, and he does already 8 damage to Xinhuan right here. And he still has the 5-2 on the board to deal even much more damage. So, I guess, would you say Ragnaros would be the better play here?
Ragnaros would be the most aggressive play here. But at the same time, Ancient of Law would be the safest play here.
Well, because he can also get more card draw.
Card draw.
Yeah, card draws can come out.
And you have 2 5/5.
Oh, he gets another Keeper and a Claw. So he's going to go ahead and use his hero power here. Hit for 6 damage. He gets 1 armor right here. That's really good for him. And now Xinhuan. Now he has the ability to Blizzard or Flame Strike even and just ping off that. So he was going to lose both his 5/5s.
Well, he's definitely got the Flame Strike since he's already draw another Flame Strike.
Yeah, exactly. So the outcast of Flame Strike, he loses all his minions to the board. Now he's going to go ahead and decide. Does he want to throw out the Fire Lord here? Oh, he gets an Archer Commander, which actually is probably the better play here with a hero power.
Yeah, that would be the safest play here because Unistar has no idea if Xinhuan runs Polymorph. When you see a mage, when you're playing against a mage, you always want to assume that they have Polymorph.
But look at this, he's going for the aggressive play. Hits face for 1 damage, he's going to take 9 damage right there. 8-8 is going to deal. It's going to get 8 damage there. Taunting him already, nature will rise against you. And look at this. Now Xinhuan has that Pyroblast. He's probably going to go ahead and use it right now on that 8-8 because he knows he doesn't want to keep that on board. Down goes Ragnaros. Ragnaros, I'm sorry bro, but you're going to have to go back to the depths of hell and just stay there. Well played comes out. Gonna ping the shield. He still has 1 armor. Now here's the question. Xinhuan still doesn't have any minions. No direct damage now.
Yep.
So he's still in a very, very tough spot.
And down to 9 HP. Now to 8 HP.
And then the next turn, he's probably dead because he has double claw into an Archer Commander, and that's probably going to be game against Xinhuan. Okay, yeah, it is. Xinhuan has no taunt. He has nothing much. He can only play a Harvest Golem and the Tree.
Well, he could do this. He could ping and Blizzard to survive.
That is a possibility. That is a possibility indeed. Because eventually the claw is only going to be adding on 4 or 5 damage to himself.
Yep.
So yeah, killing off the 4-2 is probably the better play here because he should be a little bit wary right now.
But looking at Xinhuan's mage deck, even if it does that, there's not much card for him to come back into this game.
Yeah, seeing as how a lot of he's actually gonna go for the other play here. Yeah, he's gonna ping, but he can't Blizzard, he can't Flame Strike. That's game. Here we go, double claws. Wait, let's just see what he gets as his top deck here. He's gonna get a Black Knight. It doesn't matter to him. Out comes the
You got Moonfire to do 2 down.
Keeper of the Grove. Double claw. No, he's just gonna go for the face right there with the 4-2. Unistar wins the first game against Xinhuan. Well played there. Well-deserving victory there by Unistar. And of course, a little bit of a mistake and blunder there on Xinhuan's part because he actually kind of screwed himself over with that, what is it, the ex-wife
play, yep. The ex-wife.
The ex-wife actually...
The double ex-wife.
The double ex-wife actually, unfortunately, was not able to help them out. So, in that kind of regard, it's just really unfortunate for them. And, you know what? As usual, I'm going to ask you this question. What deck do you think he's going to run next year? I mean, Xinhuan, his mage, he lost it. He's probably going to go his Warlock, I think.
Warlock here would be the best play. He could go for a mirror match, but his mirror match is a lot faster than... Actually, it's slower than Unistar's Druid because it doesn't run Innovate for his large minions. But he runs a lot of better mid-game, so it's a very mid-game heavy Druid. But looking at how slow the Druid deck is, he'll probably go for the Warlock here.
So it could be the Warlock. Interesting. Alright, so let's see what he's gonna go with. Of course, Unistar is gonna be stuck again with his Druid. His Druid is very, very strong. His double Innovates, Claws, Wraps, Blood Mage, Novice, Healing Touch, Big Game Hunter. Big Game Hunter, man, it's just such a good card, especially against the bigger minions. And let's take a look here at Xinhuan's hand, though. He's gonna go with his Warlock. We saw this earlier on. Let's see if he's gonna be able to make work with this. He gets a Cold Light Seer, a Murloc Raider, and a Blooded. I think he's probably gonna mulligan the Cold Light Seer in this situation.
He wants more aggressive early game.
Right, so keeping the Murloc Raider and the Blood Imp is probably the better choice. Let's look at Unistar's hand though. He has the Druid of the Claw, Argent Commander, Druid of the Claw again, and a Faceless Manipulator. Probably gonna mulligan everything here.
Well, looking at how Warlock's been playing this entire tournament, it's all about aggros. So keeping one of the Riddle Call would be the best choice here.
So okay, let's see what he's gonna do. He's gonna mulligan. Yeah, he actually mulligan everything here. And of course, oh, Xinhuan actually is gonna keep the Cold Light Seer. So I guess he wants to have the ability to have a tree drop in case of anything. But
well,
even
again, his logic is he doesn't want his minion to die to hero power.
I guess that is a valid point. Now, could we see a coin into a Novice Engineer coming out on the part of Unistar, or just a turn pass?
Just a turn pass will do. Coining into a Novice Engineer without another efficient 2-drop would be a very bad play here.
Yep.
Ultimately, wasting the coin into a hero power is nothing.
Or you know what's even better? A coin into a double claw. That would do a lot of work. But of course that's not going to happen here. He gets a Leopard Gnome, so at least he gets a Leopard Gnome and a Murloc Raider to play in this turn. That's about, that's 4 damage to the face and, well actually 6 effectively. 6 damage to the face. And there's really nothing much he can do. At turn 3 he has the Cold Light Seer to use, or even the Blue Gale Torpedo like you always say to use. But look at this, he's going to go ahead and claw it seems.
Questionable decisions there to claw.
Yeah, he's going to claw it and
use a Novice Engineer.
Novice Engineer. So he's gonna get a Novice Engineer there. He's gonna claw and kill off the Murloc there. Which I guess
Harvest Golem is one of the best play he can do here because it does trade efficiently for both minions.
Right.
But he is hoping for more early game or more mid game to draw.
And look at this, man. It's just not looking any good for Unistar because look at that. He gets a top deck Flame Imp, which you can probably play. That's not gonna die at all. I mean, there is a Cold Ice here as well. He's thinking about the Cold Ice here, but there's really no other minions on the board.
Yep.
And that's just a waste of the battle cry. Yeah, he's gonna go with a Flame Imp. The Torpedo is there. I think it's, as an aggro mage, aggro lock, he knows he needs to go YOLO. He needs to deal as much damage as possible. He's gonna do 4 damage to the face at least. There's still that other 2 damage that's available to him. It seems. Oh, he's actually gonna trade here.
Questionable decisions to trade. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, he's gonna go. Yeah, okay, so he's gonna for the attack. Now Unistar. Oh, he has a swipe, but unfortunately he used the coin in the previous turn. Doesn't have anything right now for Starfall. Could probably just play the Harvest Golem because there's really no other play for him right here. I think even like using a claw is just a waste.
Well, he could hero power claw and kill off the Blood Imp.
Really?
Oh no, not the Blood Imp, the Flame Imp.
Yeah. I was like, wait, what? You can do that? Yeah, it seems like he's gonna go ahead and do that. So claw. Well, I mean, like, why would you do that though? I mean, especially. What? Oh wow!
He's gonna kill off the Blue Guild Warrior.
I think Unistar knows this because he knows that he's running a Murloc deck. He wants to get rid of all the Murlocs in case he can combo it in the next turn.
No, maybe.
But he gets, oh wow, he gets a second Blood Imp and a Young Priestess to add on to that. That's just adding much more. Of a pesky bug there to the board because now
a 1-mana 2/3.
Exactly. Now that's gonna buff everything up. Let's see what he's gonna buff here. Is it gonna be? Yep. Wow. That Blood Imp though. It's a 1/3 right now.
Right now, Unistar is in a lot of trouble because swipe doesn't kill, and it does kill 1 minion.
Right.
And only 1 minion.
Yeah.
And even Starfall doesn't kill all of the Blood Imps.
Right, yeah.
So he's stuck between a rock and a hard place. And he has to deal with that 1-mana 2-drop, 2/3 Young Priestess, so it doesn't get buffed up anymore.
Exactly.
Well, he could opt to swipe here and then trade off the Novice Engineer. Nah, it's not going to trade off for nothing.
Wow, interesting.
Just going to do 2 damage and trade off the Novice Engineer. Save the claw, save the swipe. And remain a board presence.
Now you look at this though, it's 1/2, a 1/3, and a 3/4. That's a lot of combinations of numbers there. Now, there is a Murloc again, and there's a Cold Ice area. He's gonna go for it. He's gonna add 5 HP to this 2/3. Now, this is actually pretty insane. Now, here's the question. Does he want to hit with the Blood Imps? He doesn't really want to, right? You just want to save that. Just gonna hit with the Flame Imp and the Leopard Gnome. So again, rushing him quickly in this game. Unistar, he has very little to kind of counter this right now.
Well, his best choice here is to swipe the 3/4 and then run your 2/3 into the 2/1 Leopard Gnome, a 2/2 Leopard Gnome to kill it. Starfall here. could be beneficial.
I mean, he does kill a Blood Imp, which
But
makes it a lot easier for him in the next turn for a swipe. Plus he gets a little bit more value. Now,
Ultimate doesn't do enough. I mean, sacrificing a 2/4 for a Blood Imp, for a Flame Imp, and then it's gonna die. I mean, he can trade efficiently without dying.
Now that is actually a very questionable thing. But look at this though, there's a charge, there's an Abusive Sergeant, that's gonna make it at a 4, that's 4, that's 2, that's 2, that's 1, that's 2, that's a lot of damage coming out right there. My math sucks, I'll just see how much damage he's left with. He's left with about 7 HP, which means the next turn, he's gonna die if it doesn't swipe. And even if he does swipe, I think he, he's not in lethal range. If he does swipe,
he is still lethal.
Is it still lethal? Okay, if he swipes, let's say he swipes the 2/3.
Swipes the 2/3.
Cold Light or even the other Murloc right there. Yeah, he's gonna go ahead with the Cold Light. That means he's left with only 2, 2, 2. Yeah, okay, 6 damage.
To trade off.
Yeah, he's 6 damage here, so yeah, he's not gonna die here.
And he can't kill. He could kill one.
Yeah,
he probably should kill one.
Yeah, probably should.
Down to 4 HP.
Yeah, okay. Now here's the thing: if he top decks a Soulfire, let's see what it's gonna be. Nope, I would like to tap. He gets a Flame Imp. So, nevertheless, I mean, at least he gets a little bit more minions on the board. The Murloc Tidecaller is gonna help out a lot. He does 2 damage already, putting him even much more in that range of death. And look at this now. He's actually he can't do anything right now.
Well,
I mean, he's Ancient of War, yeah. He can Ancient of War
5/10 taunt.
Yeah, so that's
and then hope for the best that doesn't top deck a direct damage spell, and play the Ancient of Law next turn for a 5 health heal.
Yeah, actually that's pretty good. Oh, he actually gets a Knife Juggler. Oh, now here's the thing.
Knife Juggler actually doesn't kill it, even because they only have 1 minion to play.
Right. But let's see. If he plays a Knife Juggler here, he gets a Cold Light Seer, and if it does hit his face, then it just makes him even much more in that zone of dying. And the thing is, his 5/10 can only hit one mob or the other, and
the 5/10 is going to go for a face. He's going to ignore all the other mobs. Since he can trade so efficiently with the other, with all little minions.
Well, it's actually going to end the turn, so.
And out comes Healing Touch.
The Healing Touch is here right now, so he doesn't need to worry too much. He's going to be back to 10 HP. I think the Healing Touch is probably the only play for him right here.
Okay, so here Unistar actually successfully delayed the game, transitioning into the late game, where all of his minions going to come out for insane value and going to trade very efficiently for low-cost minions. And this is the point whereby Xinhuan is relying heavily on top decks, and has to deal with huge taunts. This is the point where aggro decks started to lose steam.
Exactly, and you look at this now. The heal is going to be coming out. He's back up to 10 HP. He kills out the Flame Imp, so now that means there's only 3 damage on the board. But of course, that's 2-1. Of course, there is still that Ancient of War. I think he's hoping to play his Knife Juggler, Cold Light Seer, and another minion to hopefully get that lucky RNG onto Unistar. But the thing is, he got healed, and that's a huge problem now. So here we go. There is he's gonna go. He has another Young Priestess. He's gonna go ahead and throw the Knife Juggler, the Murloc, Young Priestess, and even the Cold Light.
Definitely gonna play all out here. The thing is, looking at Xinhuan's Murloc deck, unfortunately his deck doesn't run any power overwhelming, which you can easily deal with at 5/8. So I guess that's game, set, and match. Yeah,
I guess game, set, and match. I mean, he can't do anything now. He's trying to. He can't trade. That's still the 5/3. And now it's over because there's 7 damage on the board. Out comes the hit from the taunt. Out comes the hit from the nature of the Grove. The Grove?
Keeper of the Groove.
Keeper of the Groove, sorry. And he's going to easily win this game. That's 1 game there to Xinhuan. And now that means Unistar, he is going to have to be forced to use another deck. And I want to ask you, what deck do you think he's going to use?
Xinhuan is going to use...
No, Xinhuan's definitely still that Warlock because he... oh no, wait, sorry. Unistar won the game, my bad, yeah. I'm getting a little bit confused. That's actually 2-0 We haven't really gotten a 2-0 victory.
It's a 2-0 victory.
Even in the winners bracket, if I'm not mistaken, it was always a 1 and then a 1 and then a 1 and a 2, 3.
It's the first 2-0.
That's the first 2-0 in this tournament, so I'm pretty excited to see this. Okay, now the question is Xinhuan's Druid deck gonna be enough to get him to destroy the Druid deck from Unistar, Shaman, as well as RO8?
Well, Xinhuan, right, has better mid game, but will lose out to late game, as he doesn't run innovate. So if Unistar can innovate out a late game during the mid game, he will be in a very good spot. So the way for Xinhuan to win here is to keep the damage constant towards, keep the ball dominance during mid game, transitioning into the late game to trade efficiently.
Okay, that's interesting. Well, I'm gonna have to see it in practice because I'm not too confident in understanding what you just said there. And that's why you're the LS guy, but let's just jump right into this game here. We have the Druid here on the side of Xinhuan, his last and final deck. He has a Claw, a Swipe, and a Shattered Sun, but he's thinking of mulliganing the Swipe over here.
Well, looking at how Xinhuan already played this deck for 2 times, he should probably know that Unistar isn't running any early game at all. So he's quite safe to keep the Claw, to mulligan the Claw. Shattered Sun here would be a good play if he can get any of his early game buff it up.
Right. Yeah, that's definitely a true fact in that sense. But you look at Unistar's hand, it seems like he already mulliganed his cards. There is the Ragnaros, the Wrath, the Druid of the Claw, and the Keeper of the Grove, though. And what do you think he's gonna mulligan here? Oh, well, actually he did already.
He already mulligan.
Yeah. So unfortunately, he's gonna be gonna have to start off with this hand, and we're gonna see what Xinhuan's gonna go for. It seems like he's not gonna follow your lead with the Claw there. He does have a 1, 2, 3 curve, but again, it's I mean, what do you really do with the 1 throw?
Well, the Claw doesn't do much. It doesn't do anything this early in the game. It'll probably be a dead card until like turn 4 to do something with it.
Yeah,
it's very questionable why you want to keep the Claw.
Indeed. And as you see right here, turn's gonna be passed on to him. He's gonna get a Fairy Dragon out on the board, so that's really good for him. Unistar doesn't have anything to kind of deal with that, but of course he can always harvest Golem in his next turn, as he does have the coin available. But he actually gets a Claw here, and it's probably he's just gonna go ahead and use that, kill out the Fairy Dragon, take 1 damage to the face, and still have no creeps on the board.
Well, coining out the Golem wouldn't be such a bad play, but I think he wants to keep the coin for some much more heavier mid-game minions like Druid of the Claw.
Right, exactly. Because anyways, in this next turn, you can always play that 1 tree. And wow, actually, Big Game Hunter comes out really quickly here. Rather than keeping that, I guess he knows that the Druid doesn't really have much of those stronger heroes that go above.
Well, looking at
above 7 damage. Sorry?
Unistar's deck, right? The only thing that can go up past 7 damage is Ancient of War and Ragnaros.
Yeah, so I guess he's not afraid of that. You look at this though, he's going to try the Keeper of the Groove, and he uses the Battle Cry there. It's going to kill off his minion, and that's a little bit unfortunate for him now. Now here's the thing, he has a Claw and the ability to use his hero ability, but it's not going to be enough to kill him either ways. So I guess probably just healing up here and just whacking and then ending the turn is the better play.
Yep, definitely here.
Unfortunately, Healing Touch is just not effective right now because you don't waste the healing efficiency from that card. I mean, it does heal about 8.
It would be 3 mana for nothing.
Exactly. Oh, he actually goes for face instead of the Keeper of the Grove, rather, in that kind of situation. I think he's planning to play the Azure Drake in the next turn in the hopes of using his his Claw later on.
Yes, of course. Definitely.
So right now, face hits on the face. He has double Claw actually, so he can actually double Claw here, but he's gonna go for the Azure Drake. Azure Drake, of course, always the better play. He does actually top deck a Keeper of the Groove of his own. He's gonna have to use that in his next turn though. Another Claw actually gets into the hand of Unistar here, but now he has the Druid of the Claw, which he can play. And that can potentially be the 4/6 taunt, which trades so efficiently against his Azure Drake right now.
Well, Druid of the Claw here would be one of the best plays, but Sylvanas would be the more aggressive play. Ultimately, he could just Wrath and Hero Power to kill it off.
Oh wow, look at that. He's actually going a little bit more crazily. He goes for the charge rather instead. And
that's actually quite questionable why he wants to charge.
Right, yeah, I mean, like, having the taunt is a little bit better because at least it still survives.
Yeah.
It's still gonna do damage.
It'll be a 4/6. You can trade off. You can trade off the Keeper of the Groove along with the Harvest Golem and still remain a 2/3 on the board with a 4/6.
Yeah, there's a lot of things there to take into consideration. The Chillwind, the value Yeti from Value Town gets played right here. There is a Druid of the hero power coming up from Xinhuan, and he's again gonna go for face after this. So that 4/5 Yeti is gonna be annoying. The 2/4 can't really deal with that. Neither can the 2/3. So it is highly valuable here in that kind of regard. There is a top deck Sunwalker here, which is a possibility as well, because I mean the Sunwalker's. I don't think he's gonna kill him.
Sunwalker is not gonna it's not gonna kill the Yeti, but he will die to Wrath and hero power.
Ah, yeah, indeed. So that actually is a pretty decent play in his next turn. So
or Unistar could just Sylvanas here and go for face, since Yeti is most probably gonna trade himself into Sylvanas or trade with one of these two minions, and the next thing he still can Wrath for 3 to kill it off.
I guess that is also a possibility as well. So what are we gonna see here? I mean, he's thinking about it. Yeah, he's gonna go ahead. Wow, he's gonna just go use the 3 damage Wrath over there, which is again kind of questionable in my opinion.
Yeah, because right now he does still remain his board presence, but the 2/1 is gonna die for 3 to hero power, and it's gonna left with a 2/4.
Exactly. That 2/4. Yes, it has a lot of HP, but it's ultimately only dealing 2 damage to you, and you can always burn that down really quickly. He's thinking of using his Ancient of Lore here, which I think isn't the worst of ideas. Of course, he has the Keeper of the Grove to kind of use that 2 damage onto the 2/4. Yeah, he's probably gonna do that. Oh, it's actually and then play the Raging Warrior. Ah, I see. So playing the Raging Warrior, yeah, is definitely a better play here because the 2/4 is not going to be able to kill it, and even if he wants to kill it with his hero power, he's going to be taking a lot more damage.
He's going to take more damage, and if he doesn't kill it off,
he hero powers first and then uses his Keeper of the Grove to kill it. Which is also a possibility, so he doesn't take as much damage.
He'll take 1 less damage, but look at that top deck.
Oh, but that top deck on the Archon Commander there, that's going to be a very, very nice play. Can actually just use that to ram into the 3/3, and it will trade effectively with the 2/4, the Keeper of the Grove on the hand of Xinhuan over there on his side. So I guess Archon Commander is the better play here, would you say, or maybe even something like the
Ancient of War.
Ancient of War.
Into a 5/10 taunt.
That actually is very, very good because it still deals with both the minions on the board here.
Yep. You can just ignore and go for face.
So Ancient of War could be the option of choice here for Unistar. He's actually taking a really, really long time to decide what he wants to go. He's actually going to go with the Archon Commander instead. Very interesting choice here. I do believe he's going to run that into the 3/3, leave the bubble open. He's going to claw. Oh, he's going to claw and trade the Grove.
Well, I guess he doesn't want to take the off chance that Xinhuan has buffs for a minion.
Right.
And a buffed up Raging Worgen plus Enrage is very, very devastating.
Yeah, it is definitely very devastating. And in that sense, you look at Xinhuan's hand right now, he has double Shattered Sun Clerics, a Healing Touch, and double Claw. So, I mean, the problem here again is the fact that he doesn't really have anything to deal, anything to buff. But it seems like playing the Ancient of Lore is probably better here.
Yep, he's going to opt for card draw for more answers.
So he gets a Druid of the Claw and a Acidic Swamp Boost, but it's just going to go ahead and kill off a 4/2 there. No big deal, no issue at all because there's only a 2/2 left on the board. That really can't do much. The 5/5 can always effectively trade with it.
Yep.
The Druid of the Claw also can always be played in the next turn. Now here comes a swipe. Are we going to see the ex-wife or maybe, okay, Sunwalker seems to be the choice here.
The Sunwalker is definitely one of the best choices here because he has the hero power to pop the shield, pop the bubble, and then he'll be able to kill it. And even if you kill it with the Ancient of Law, right, Unistar can still kill off the Ancient of Law with hero power. A swipe.
That is indeed very, very true, of course. With that said, though, we look at Xinhuan's hand. He still has the double Shattered Sun Cleric, which he can actually use over here. But of course, he needs something to cancel out the shield. I mean, he can attack into it if he wants to. That is actually a possibility here because he has enough mana for both double Shattered Suns into a Claw. Sorry, not a Claw, a Hero Power.
Well, popping the shield here definitely is a must. You have to pop it with your hero power ability in order to kill that. So here he has a choice to either use healing touch on himself or kill up the Ancient of War. Ancient of Law.
It's actually a good play, I mean, if he wants to, but again, ultimately, you're not getting the full efficiency of your mana cost.
Yep.
So, yeah, I think going for the bear farm is a lot better here.
Gonna go for the charge form here.
He's gonna go for the bear farm. He's gonna play the Acidic Swamp Ooze. Look at the amount of damage that's on the board right now. That is 7 plus 5. That's about, what, 12 damage on the board already.
But unfortunately, it's gonna, all of these mobs are gonna die to swipe. You're gonna swipe for 4/6, trade the 2/2 for the 4/6. 5/1 is gonna die for swipe, and then hero ability to kill off the ooze.
Yeah, okay, that's gonna be a little bit unfortunate for him.
Or you can just Savannahs and ignore the ooze.
I mean, I was thinking that...
You can Savannahs, innovate, and, or you can innovate into an Ancient of War.
Can you innovate into a Pit Lord? I mean Fire Lord, sorry.
No, it's 1 mana shot.
Oh yeah, he has 1 shot, my bad. Okay, so he has a Windrunner available to him if he wants. He can innovate, yeah, he's gonna innovate to his own hero power, kill off that, not the Shaman, sorry, the
Acidic Swamp
Ooze, and then just go for face with 5/5 in his next turn. Unless the 5/5 gets destroyed by Xinhuan. But the thing is, Xinhuan doesn't really have much right now.
Yep.
Doesn't have much of a response. He only has a claw. Okay, now he does. He does top deck a Druid of the Claw, which means that's going to be a 4/6 if he wants. And by all means, he can definitely run himself into that 5/5 if he wants to. But the thing is, he'll be losing out on his taunt.
Well, at this point here, the best play he could do is have the Druid of the Claw be in charge form and kill the Savannah off his hero power, so he doesn't steal anything and plays the Harvest Golem. So
then wouldn't it be a better play to Druid of the Claw and then use the Shadowstone Cleric?
No, not really, because ultimately, if that was the case, right, even if you kill the Savannah, it's going to take another minion from you. It's going to be a 2-for-1. Whereas here, right, you Druid of the Claw, you kill it, your hero power is a 1-for-1. It's the best scenario you can actually do, you can actually handle with Savannahs.
I guess that is an option there. He's thinking about the Druid of the Claw though, so I think that is a possibility here, because he can always claw and hit the minion and always heal himself back up. I mean, he has healing touch right here.
Yep.
Well, he's gonna go for yeah. So he's gonna go for charge. He's probably gonna hit face. No, he's gonna do like what I said, using the Shattered Sun Cleric to buff up the 4/4 to destroy the 5/5. But that would mean that Shattered Sun is gonna be able to be captured.
So he's gonna kill it with hero power, take 5 damage, play the Harvest Golem, or you probably could heal here. But Harvest Golem, he needs the board board dominance.
Yeah, definitely. So now he has the board dominance here. But you look at Unistar's hand. He has the ability to throw out his Fire Lord here, which actually could be very, very annoying. But it seems like he's gonna go for the 5 health, 5 taunt, and you're not gonna be able to do this, to do anything against this actually.
There's nothing he can do right now for Xinhuan.
If you look at Xinhuan's hand, he only has a Claw, a Shattered Sun, a Healing Touch, and another Shattered Sun. I don't think it's enough, even with a Wrath.
Not even Wrath can save him at this point. I mean, the Golem has 2 damage. You Shadow Stun him become a 3 damage. You Claw and Hero Power for another 3. You can Wrath for another 3 and still 1 shot.
And still 1, okay, interesting. Interesting indeed, So...
Oh, you could double Shadow Stun and kill everything.
So, okay, wait, here's the play though. What is he gonna do? Like double Shattered Sun Cleric means that 6 mana gone.
6 mana.
And then you
Claw
have
for 7 mana. Hero Power for another 2 with his 9 mana. His 1 mana shot for the kill.
Yeah. Which is actually very, very annoying for him. He's gonna double Shattered Sun right here. That's a 4/5, and Wrath is probably gonna hit for 3 damage. Unless...
I think it's gonna just pass, but seeing his health as 9 HP, that's actually not a very advisable decision to make. So he's actually in quite a desperate situation here. Nothing he can do can kill off the 5/10 at this point.
Shouldn't he just Healing Touch himself then and just try to armor up?
he can't heal himself with armor at this point, so he's just gonna have to heal himself and pass the turn.
Yeah, that's a little bit unfortunate for him. I mean, he does have the claw, but he can't really do anything other than that. Out comes the Pyro, the Flame Lord right there in the hand of Unistar, and he gets a Black Knight, so does he need to worry too much about that? Should probably just play the what do you call it? The Fire Lord, because the Fire Lord is going to do a lot of work in this game. He's going to instantly deal 8 damage, which means that Xinhuan is going to be down to 9 HP only, and we might actually see Unistar take 3 game series with no losses. That's actually pretty damn awesome.
Yes, it would. Yes, it would. Ragnaros here is definitely one of the best play here. So he could just trade off his 5/10 for the 4/5, or maybe even the Shattered Sun, and just Ragnaros.
Yeah, here we go. He's gonna kill. He's gonna go ahead and kill off the 2 trees.
Yeah, it's gonna hero power and kill off the 2/1. And Rag is definitely the only thing he can play right here because he wants to save the Black Knight for his full value.
Right, exactly. I mean, there is nothing else he can really do after this. I mean, he has. Oh, there we go.
8 damage to the face.
The RNGs is over there. 8 damage to the face. Now down to 9. And look at this. Xinhuan is in such a tough spot because, okay, he's going to use the spell damage here. He gets a Keeper of the Grove, but he can't kill the Ragnaros without having to go through the 5/6 taunt.
Well, he could Wrath for 4 and then Claw to kill it. Or he could just silence the Entrance of War, and then Wrath to kill it. But ultimately, he still have to hero power or trade one of the 3/2s. So he's going to trade both 3/2s to it. Wrath for 4, and then Suicide the Drake.
Yeah, I guess that's probably the better option here because at least he does survive here. So he should probably just run. Yep, he's gonna run it in. No, wait, he can't. He's gonna lose it next turn because his Drake can't attack.
Oh yeah.
He just played it.
He just played his Drake.
That's it. That's game. He can't come back from this.
Well, he has the off chance that Ragnaros will hit the Drake. He can survive for another turn.
Nah. Yeah, he's just gonna deal. Yeah, I guess the best thing for him to do right now is just armor up.
Claw, armor up. Is he going to go for Rag?
No, he's gonna go ahead and attack face. I do believe because it's kind of a waste if he doesn't attack at all. He does at least armor up right there, so he's gonna be in that 12 health range, which isn't that bad of a deal. But of course, I think that the next play here is probably gonna be the Harvest Golem and maybe even a Hero Power and hit face.
Yup. That would be the only play you can do right now because Innovate doesn't do anything, and the Black Knight has no value if you play for 6 mana cost for a 4/5.
Yeah, exactly. How comes the it loses minion, so that's really unfortunate.
But it top deck.
That top deck on the swipe, man, is gonna save his life. Out comes the swipe. He's gonna lose that. The hero, the golem's gonna he's probably gonna die over here. He's probably just gonna do the 2 damage, or maybe even the silence actually.
2 damage is better since.
Yeah. Because the hero power here, and he's gonna
kill
attack.
It off.
Oh.
He's gonna attack face for that.
Interesting.
I guess you want to save his HP.
But the thing is, if he hits the 2/1, he's still gonna survive because he has a lot of armor available on himself already.
Yeah, but ultimately more health is better at this point.
I guess so. At this point in time, though, it seems like Unistar is still, unfortunately, not getting the draws he wants. The top deck is not in his favor. Just gonna go ahead and trade the armors off there as Xinhuan. I mean, he still has 23 health on the board. You look at now Xinhuan's hand. Let's see what he's gonna top deck. Is it gonna be? No, it's gonna be an Ancient of War. So that's probably the game right there. He can actually just turn it into 5 taunt. Yep, a 5 health, 5 taunt. He's gonna be able to kill off the Bludge Mage Thanatos if he wants.
Trade efficiently for it.
Yep.
Even kill off the 2/1, bring him down to 8 health.
Yep. And now he's left with about 2/3 and a 5/10. Now what is? Oh, but Faceless Manipulator is actually gonna.
But no, the Black Knight value.
The Black Knight value is here.
So he's probably gonna Black Knight, kill off the 5/10.
He can actually Faceless Manipulator it, and then only innovate
into a Black Knight.
Yeah, into a Black Knight. Yeah, he's gonna do that right there. He's gonna innovate it. There we go. That creep's dead. He's gonna go, sorry about that, son, but
Sorry,
you're gonna
bro.
have to deal with my 5-10 taunt and my 4-5. And now, what is the top thing gonna be? It's gonna be a Starfall, but that is
This
not
game.
gonna help him. He is 100% dead in this game.
Well, he could just kill off the 4-5 and stay alive another turn.
That is a possibility. He's gonna do that right here. Do you think you should actually trade the 2-3 with the 5-10?
No, definitely not.
He's
You
gonna-
want to have the 5-10 trade for the 2-3, try to survive a little bit longer.
Right. So now he has 9 health effectively. A healing touch is drawn. Maybe he can use it and heal his opponent and get him in this game a little bit more. But nah, he's gonna go with another Ancient of War. He's gonna go for the 5 attack, and that's gonna deal 5 damage to the face. That's down to 3 HP. Even with a healing touch, he's still gonna die.
Yep.
I mean, Xinhuan, it's starting to look very good for him. He gets a swipe, but it's not gonna
Unfortunately, there's no Drake. If he gets a swipe and a Drake, he could kill one off, but he's still gonna die.
Yeah. Out comes the hit. Oh, that's gonna be game. Get ready for the massive 10 hit. It's gonna be coming. Well played. And
Extreme
boom goes the
overkill.
Dynamite. That's gonna be 3 games in favor for Unistar. He wins this series very convincingly against Xinhuan, and that's the first time we've ever actually witnessed a 3-0 victory. I just cannot believe that actually happened, and
Yep.
that just means now that Xinhuan is gonna advance in the winners bracket. I do believe he's gonna face off whoever is the winner from Bjorn and Mumified. And at the same time, you look at the other side of the bracket, I do believe Kale, he got 3-0 against GSYan, and DJ Lolex got a 3-0 victory over Unidentified, which means that both DJ Lolex and Kale is going to be facing each other in a best out of 5, and the winner, Unistar is going to be facing the winner of Mumified and Bjorn over there. So either DJ Lolex or Kale is going to be moving towards that, I guess you could call it the semifinals against Krazer. And at the other side of the bracket, Anakin is waiting at the semifinals as well. So
Yep.
you guys do stay tuned. We have a lot more Hearthstone action to bring to you. We do hope you enjoyed the coverage so far. We're going to try to bring a lot more to you guys very soon. We have our stats guy over here. Seth is he's gonna be blowing your mind with a lot of stats. So Seth, any last words before we take a little break over here?
Stay tuned, folks.
Stay tuned, folks. We'll be right back.